Hello and welcome to the top 5 replays of the week. Now these are going to be 2 weeks worth of replays, so it's still going to be top 5, and we're leading off with Fortunato. Coming with a spicy Marine Cess deck. These cards don't really come up too much, but they pretty much can special summon them if they have the equipped cards on the field. And they're like just these massive big beaters. They come out with like 4+K attack. I think this also lets them set up barrier statue because you can send a aqua monster to the graveyard or something like that. Level 4 monster. Yeah, I think this lets him set up a barrier statue as well. But Fortunato is going to set up a basic board. He's going to be going for Argonaut. So he's going to go Argonaut, have these 3 cards equipped. Sets the Book of Eclipse because remember, Wave can be played from the hand. Pretty good end board, and this is just a really funny replay because the opponent is going to try their best to use Con to tribute Argonaut, but they do not realize Argonaut cannot be tributed because of the sole fact that it's protected from the field spell. Also, when he eventually uses Wave, he'll be protected by Wave as well, but I just find it kind of funny. So he hits one off this, actually a pretty decent one to hit because he hits Glamour. Doesn't see, this is where he tries to hit and he can't hit. It's really unfortunate. But he's going to use this to search for Disc Coliseum. He's going to go into Catacorn, this goes into Teardrop. And probably wondering why he can't use Teardrop either, but, or maybe he was waiting until this turn. But there we go. He uses Tranquility. He's able to tribute this at least because it's not infected. And again, he cannot do anything to this Argonaut, which is really funny to me. If you're wondering, you can tribute this, but it would have to be with like a Kaiju effect or something. There's like these effects over here that don't do anything to it. And it's pretty much going to be a GG here. We're going to get a Marble Rock. And this is going to set. Grabs a Wave again. And he's going to go into Sea Stealth Dragon. And yeah, so that's pretty much locked up. I just thought the replay was funny just because the opponent kept trying to use the Rika field spell to tribute off his monsters. And then he just realizes it's to no point. But yeah, and he's going to do a little more BMing right before he goes for that lethal, and kaboom, kablammy, goodbye, his name is Sammy. Alrighty, we have Randy coming in at number 4, and he's playing against Tamir, who's going to be playing Ninja. And he's going to go into Medicine with a set card, and he's going to pass. Randy's hand is actually not like super great. He's going to have a tribute here with the Raiden. Green Ninja's going to trigger to actually come out. Here we go, Fusion Destiny. He's going to actually tribute this. So it's going to trigger the Green Ninja on this Fusion Resolution. So he's going to pretty much pop immediately. Pop, pop. He has to pop his DPE, if you're wondering. I guess there actually was a world where he could have technically use DPE to pop himself plus one of these cards to actually like do stuff, but he decides to do this. This is probably a really good play too. He needs to pop the DPE 100% though. So here it comes the Ninjutsu Notebook art. Boom, he gets a trap, reset. This is where I would like to have kept the trap on the field, just because he wouldn't have been able to reset it like that. So now we're going to be triggering. Boom, bounce, bounce. He's going to draw a card off of this. Special summons this. And now he's going to go for the Poppy Daisy into another pop. Boom, pops that back row. Into Yagamaru, which is going to get rid of the DPE. But you're going to see a crazy top deck from Randy. And this is a really sick top deck. Because what this is going to do, Soul Disaster gets special summoned. He's going to be able to use this Unchained Trap because he has the level 8 Fiends on the field to bounce back his field spell, his own Kaiju, and then he's going to be able to slurp up this Yagamori to go into his Unchained Soul of Rage, and it's going to be GG. There's no way Tamir can come back from this, so goodbye. And he scoops it up. Good job, Randy, for a nice slutty game. Alright, here's Game of the Week number 3, and we got Beso doing what he does best, though, playing heroes. His hero board is actually pretty good here. He's going to Fusion Destiny into a DPE, and then he's going to use that Malicious. And he's going to use Denier so that he can get a search out of his deck. So here's Crusader. Crusader's going to special summon Malicious. He's going to Tribute, search for Dark Angel, and then he's just going to use DPE to pop both of these so he can special summon Dark Angel. The only really unfortunate thing here is he gives him Dark Angel, but this guy is playing Labyrinth. So kind of really unfortunate here because this deck does not get hit by Angel at all. Gets his DPE back. He's going to get a big Welcome popped, but then he's going to use Droplet to dodge it. And he still pops the Welcome in the back. Here comes Basket. He didn't activate. If you're wondering why he didn't activate the Welcome, it's because if he activated Welcome, he would just pop the Lady. Alright, so here comes Dark Law. Dark Law is going to be really annoying for him. Snipe the card he just added, but he has full package anyway here. Now this, it could be either really bad or really good, right? He brings back the DPE, and I actually feel really annoyed here because this guy should have won on the spot here. All he had to do was use DPE's effect, pop his back row, pop this, and he would have had 4,000 damage. But instead, he lets Beso live at 400 or 500. And now Beso's just going to come back. And remember, DP was not going to come back because he sent it to the graveyard with Droplet. So, yeah, so the opponent is going to special summon Lovely, and he's going to go for the pop play here. And then, boom, he's going to also... This is also a misplay by Beso, I think, personally. Like, using the Vision to summon... He probably was going to pop Vision anyway. But he doesn't get the activation off of Vision, which lets him special summon a level 4 Vision monster out of his deck. So now he just pops this before the effect activates. He normal summons Vion. Luckily he had Vion. Adds Plasma. He's going to add Polymerization. Malicious is going to come back. Now he gets easy Plasma off. Actually, he's probably going to have to do some plays here first. Boom. Then Malicious comes out. Yeah, so he's going for a Plasma. He's going to slurp up Lady, or Lovely. And then Miracle Fusion to absolute 0. Now this play is sick, because he top decks Mask Change, which lets him do section gross combo. This is like game over here. He's going to wipe all his back row, and then wipe all his entire board pretty much. And he gets his DP back now. So, if that's not like GG, I don't know what is. And he just scoops it up, because one card versus all this, impossible to win. Alrighty, we're here with Game of the Week number 2, and we got Crisis. He's playing against Cash. Honestly, this Cash end board that he's going to end on is going to be kind of weak. He just goes Sheng Era Pass, which is kind of a pathetic end board, but he has to have hand traps. So you see, he's gonna go for Maxi, and he has no answers for that. So you have to account that for something. Fenrir is gonna get rid of Zeomin. Ogre Dance is gonna add Deerno. Foxy Tune is gonna special Wagon. Wagon here is gonna add Jam. He's gonna pop. This is actually a really good go. That's probably the biggest value Ghost Ogre I've seen, because he negates the birth effect here. So here comes Dragon Drive. Dragon Drive's going to add a Madam Spider. Here comes Punk, Amazing Dragon. And there goes Nibiru. Now, Dragon Drive is going to special summon itself. We kill the Nibiru token. And we're going to go into Asa. Brings back Fenrir. And then gets Ash on the Fenrir search. I mean, he gave him like 6 cards here. He gave him a lot of cards. So this should be a very good clapback by Dajo. Dajo is going to use Unicorn, get it banished immediately. Birth is going to bring back his Fenrir. Negates it. Here comes Catharsis. Here's Unicorn. I feel like he's kind of jumping the gun in some of these effects, but here we go. He's going to Nibiru him back. So we're back-to-back Nibirus against each other. The only difference is Crisis doesn't have a Max C to fall on. So here comes Shirakusa. He's going to go into Rising Carp. And here we're going to go to a Pep. We're going to be looking for lethal because you already have 5k life points. 3,500. And he's going to gain 7,000. And then he goes for the Magic Cylinder. The Magic Cylinder on the Pep. Pep's unaffected. So he doesn't even have to use Regulus Negate. Even though it wouldn't have done nothing. Even if he had to use Regulus Negate, I mean, who cares? It was GG regardless. But I thought that was hilarious. So, good job, Crisis, for getting match number 2. Real back and forth game, I would say. Alrighty, for here with game of the week number 1, and this is from Zachary Flavs in the Discord. This is gonna be pretty gross. I'm gonna say this right now. Not a big fan of Cannon Ninja set the Hanzo, but I think it works out fine because Saizo can get the trap for you, but not a huge fan of it. So Shared Ride is some interesting tech here. So for each time a card is added from main deck or graveyard to your opponent's hand, except by drawing them, you can immediately draw 1 card. So he's actually gonna get, if this guy has a lot of search effects, he actually gets a lot of value off of this. So the opponent is playing evenly matched, which is very unfortunate. So he goes into Mazen, and then everything goes bye-bye. The opponent is playing Notoria, which is pretty nutty. Goes into Camilla, and then he's going to negate the Geo. And then he mills 2 Sacred Trees. So this is actually draw 2 for Zach here. Boom, draws 2. Draws into Clashing Shoals. This is actually going to be part of the reason why we see this man at the top play. Goes into Sprite Elf. Give him protection here. And then sets 3. It's a very spooky end board. Now, this is what's crazy. He's going to use Sprite Elf effect. And he chains Dogwood to it. So what Dogwood does is each time your opponent special summons an effect monster during the main phase or battle phase, you gain life points equal to that monster's attack. Right? Remember that. So he gains he's gonna gain 1,100 life points here. Then he's gonna get negated from the Notorious Sunflower. Okay, cool. Then he's gonna go to battle. He kills the Sunflower first. Attacks with Green Ninja. So what Clashing Souls does, it's a very interesting card. If you attack a monster when the opponent's attack is higher, the controller of the battle may pay 500 life points for that monster to gain 500 attack during the damage step. Then keep repeating this until a player chooses not to pay any more life points. Neither player, right, takes any battle damage from that battle. Also, after damage calculation, if any player's monsters would be destroyed, send all cards they control to the graveyard instead. So he's attacking with this Green Ninja, and since he gained 1,100 life points, he's going to be able to activate this 2 more extra times over man, right? He uses Pixies to get an extra attack, and boom, he goes 100 higher and just sends his entire field to the graveyard. And he scoops it up. If that's not an incredible moment, I don't know what is. Zachary Flavs is a aficionado when it comes to ninjas, and now we see why. He likes to experiment. Hope you guys enjoyed the replays. Let me know what you guys think, and also join the Discord so you can submit your own replay if you guys want to show up in one of these. All right, the link's down below, so check it out. All right, goodbye.